Imagine you are sitting at your kitchen table, late at night. You open your phone and check your bank balance. You see $25,000 staring back at you. It feels like a solid amount of money. You feel a sense of pride. But then you think about that big, magical number, $100,000. You do the math in your head. You think you are only 1/4 of the way there. You feel like you still have 75% of the mountain left to climb. But what if I told you that your math is wrong? What if I told you that, mathematically speaking, you are already at the halfway point? I know it sounds crazy. It sounds like I forgot how to add. But the reality of how wealth is built will completely change the way you look at your bank account. Welcome to Siraz Patwari. If you want to understand the real secrets of building wealth and stop guessing about your future, make sure to subscribe to the channel. We talk about the truth of money here. Today, I want to show you why that first 25,000 is the hardest, and why everything changes after you hit it. Most of us were taught to think about money in a straight line. We think that if we save $1, we are just $1 closer to our goal. If we save 10,000, we are 10,000 closer. It feels like simple addition. But thinking this way is exactly why people give up. They look at their slow progress and they quit before the magic actually happens. Wealth does not grow in a straight line. It grows exponentially. When you invest your money properly, it starts working for you. Your money earns a return. Then, those returns earn their own returns. It is a cycle that feeds itself. This is why reaching $25,000 is a much bigger deal than you realize. It is the foundation for everything else. Let's look at some real numbers to make this clear. Imagine you decide to invest $500 every single month. That is about $125 a week. For many working adults, that is the cost of a few dinners out or a couple of subscriptions you probably don't use. Now, let's say you put that money into the market and earn a conservative 8% return every year. This is a very standard expectation based on history. To get to your first $25,000, it will take you about 3 years and 4 months. During this time, it feels like a grind. Almost all of that money is coming from your own paycheck. You are doing all the heavy lifting. The interest is barely doing anything yet. But here's where the math gets really exciting. To go from $25,000 to $50,000, it does not take another 3 years. It only takes about 2 years and 8 months. Think about that for a second. It took over 3 years to get the first chunk, but only 2.5 to get the second. The acceleration has started. And it gets even faster. To go from 50,000 to 75,000 takes only 2 years and 2 months. And that final stretch? Going from 75,000 to 100,000 takes a mere 1 year and 10 months. The first quarter of the journey took over 3 years. The last quarter took less than 2. This is why 25,000 is the hidden halfway point. You have built the engine. Now, the engine is starting to drive itself. When you first hit that $25,000 mark, about 20,000 of it came from your own pocket. Only 5,000 was from growth. That doesn't feel like a life-changing win. But you have done something more important than making money. You have built the habit. You have built the discipline. By the time you hit 50,000, the story changes. At that point, you have contributed 34,000, but 16,000 is pure profit from the market. Your money is starting to pay you while you sleep. You are working your job and living your life, and your money is growing in the background. By the time you reach 100,000, nearly half of that wealth came from interest, not from your labor. Your money is now working almost as hard as you are. This shift is incredibly powerful for your mind. During those first 3 years, it is easy to feel like you are failing. The returns are small. You might see a few $100s of growth in a year and think, is this even worth it? You might want to spend that money on a vacation or a new car instead. But once you cross that $25,000 threshold, the numbers become real. You start seeing gains of $5,000 or $8,000 in a good year. Suddenly, money working for you isn't just a phrase in a book. It is a reality in your account. This is the moment when patience pays off. Most people quit right before this acceleration starts. They see 15,000 in their account after 2 years and think it's taking too long. They jump ship right before the wind hits the sails. Don't be that person. There is also a psychological change that happens here. I call it having real skin in the game. When you have $25,000 invested, market drops start to feel very real. If the market goes down, you might see your balance drop by $2,000 or $3,000 in a single month. For a new investor, this can be scary, but it is actually a sign of success. It means you have enough wealth for the fluctuations to matter. You have to develop emotional resilience. You have to realize that these drops are normal. In fact, they are helpful. When the market is down, your monthly $500 buys more shares at a discount. When the market recovers, those extra shares become incredibly valuable. Reaching $25,000 proves you can handle the ups and downs.
You are rewiring your brain to think like a wealthy person. Wealthy people don't think about today. They think about possibilities. They know that the beginning is always the slowest part. Think about learning a new skill. The first year of playing guitar sounds terrible. Your fingers hurt, and you can't play a single song. But if you stick with it, everything eventually clicks. Wealth building is the same way. Most people quit during the terrible phase. They never wait for the moment where it all becomes easy. Once you have $25,000 working for you, your decision-making changes. You start making smarter choices because you have something to lose and something to grow. You might notice that you become more careful about lifestyle inflation. If you get a raise at work, you don't immediately run out and buy a more expensive car. Instead, you think about how that extra money could speed up your investments. You've seen what $500 a month can do. Now you're curious about what $800 a month could do. You might even develop a bit of compound interest paranoia. You start looking at an expensive coffee and thinking, is this $4 today worth $40 in 10 years? It's not about being cheap. It's about being intentional. You start to see the difference between things that add value to your life and things that just satisfy a quick urge. This mindset helps you find more money to invest without feeling like you're missing out. Here is something that many financial advisors don't talk about. Once you have money invested, you start taking smarter risks in your career. You have a financial cushion. You aren't living paycheck to paycheck anymore. This gives you a confidence multiplier. You might negotiate harder for a raise. You might look for a higher paying job. You might even start that side business you've been dreaming about. You aren't desperate, so you have more power. I've seen this happen so many times. People reach $25,000 or $30,000, and suddenly they are more ambitious. They earn more, they invest more, and their wealth explodes even faster than the math predicted. You also start to attract different people. You find yourself around people who value long-term thinking. These relationships lead to better opportunities and better advice. Reaching $100,000 is a huge milestone, but something strange happens when you get there. It often feels a bit anticlimactic. Why? Because by the time you hit six figures, you have already become a different person. You have already built the discipline and the patience. The $100,000 doesn't feel like the finish line. It feels like the starting line. You start thinking about $500,000. You start thinking about $1 million. The first $25,000 changed who you are. The rest of the journey just amplifies that change. I know what some of you are thinking. What if the market crashes? What if a recession hits right when I start? These are fair questions. But this is why consistency is your best friend. If you keep investing the same amount every month, market crashes actually help you. While everyone else is panicking and selling, your money is buying more for less. History shows that people who keep investing through crashes like 2008 or 2020 end up much wealthier. They don't let fear stop their momentum. By the time you hit $25,000, you have probably seen a few small market dips. You have seen your account drop and then recover. This experience gives you the strength to stay the course when things get really messy. You learn that volatility is just the price of admission for building wealth. If you want to speed things up, there are hidden multipliers you can use. First, think about taxes. If you use taxable accounts, you are giving away a huge chunk of your growth to the government every year. But if you use tax-advantaged accounts like a 401k or an IRA, your money stays invested.
It's like getting a 20% boost for free. Over 20 or 30 years, this adds up to tens of thousands of dollars. A person with $25,000 in a tax-free account is much closer to their goal than someone using a regular account. It's like using a cheat code for your money. And don't forget about the employer match. If your company offers a match and you aren't taking it, you are literally leaving free money on the table. It is a guaranteed 100% return on your investment before the market even moves. If you make $50,000 a year and your boss matches 3%, that is $1,500 of free money every year. It shortens your journey to $25,000 significantly. Yet, so many people don't do it because they think they can't afford it. They are leaving $20 bills on the sidewalk because they don't want to bend over to pick them up. Finally, you must understand the difference between saving and investing. Saving is for money you need soon. It should be safe and boring in a bank account. But investing is for the long term. This is the money that needs to work hard. Many people make the mistake of keeping too much cash in a checking account. They think they are being safe, but inflation is slowly eating their wealth. On the other hand, some people invest their emergency fund and then have to sell at a loss when they have a car repair. You need a balance. Keep your short-term money safe and let your long-term money grow. So, when you see that $25,000 in your account, don't feel like you are just getting started. Realize that you have already done the hardest part. You have built the momentum. You have started the engine of compound interest. The math is now on your side. The hardest part isn't the numbers or the market. The hardest part is simply staying consistent. Start today, stay the course, and let time do the work. Years from now, you will be so glad you didn't quit at the halfway point. Thank you for watching Siraz Patwari. If this changed how you think about your money, share it with a friend, and I will see you in the next one.